What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 47 of the Get Iggy On podcast, bringing you the hot takes, latest stories, and spicy picks surrounding New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Adam Grisani, joined us around by Michael Cuddyam, Alex Reach, and Sam Morrell. You can listen to the podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at GetTheGameOnP.
Hold up, Adam. I'm just laughing at Chris is dancing. I'm looking at Sam, laughing at Sam dancing on the screen.
And with all that said, it's time to get a game on. Michael interrupted the intro there.
I'm sorry. I just see Sam dancing on the screen.
I saw it too, and I didn't stop my intro to comment on it.
It made me laugh.
But Sam, nice dancing there. You got any thoughts you want to say on that?
I just know.
Sam, I love you, brother.
Oh my god, that was funny. It's like I was just hearing the intro. I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna vibe to this shit real quick.
No, so my intro's that good that you can vibe to it.
Yeah,
I'll take that as a compliment.
Adam, he's speaking sarcasm. You should know that.
I don't care. I'm taking it as a compliment.
Adam, I gotta teach you sarcasm, man.
All right.
Trust me, I know sarcasm. You
Yeah.
know who taught me sarcasm? Alex Long.
Alex Long, one of my best friends, taught you sarcasm. Oh,
No, I
my
thought that was my
God,
brother.
did he ever teach me sarcasm?
Oh, I thought that was my
guess
brother.
who he learned sarcasm from? Alex Long learned it from me. So I am your sarcasm grandfather, bitch. All right, Adam, what we got on the show today?
All right, Alex Long, if you're listening to this, shout out to you, by the way, from your buddies from high school, Adam Grisani and Maya Cunningham. But guys, like, this is basically going to cover all the stories that we were supposed to get into this episode, but we couldn't because all the Yankees talk. But I mean, it's kind of like been a week old now. But guys, guess what? The two New York football teams actually won a game.
I'm not
You
clapping
guys
for that
are
shit.
oh, God bless America.
I'm not clapping for that shit. I mean, the Giants, they're supposed to win, and the Jets.
That's supposed to tank. I'm sorry. I can't celebrate that one. I really can't celebrate.
Yeah.
What the hell am I celebrating for? I'm a Jet and Cowboy fan. I can celebrate for the Cowboys winning.
Yeah,
We're going to beat the Giants on Sunday.
If you're a Jets fan, you want them to go 0-16 this season, just so that they
you want them to have the Browns record, but we can't do that.
The only reason I'll disagree with you, Sam, there is that you want to see Zach Wilson perform well if you're a Jets fan. And you know
Hold
what?
up,
Zach
since I'm
Wilson
the
had a
Jets
pretty
fan in
good
the
game.
room.
Zach Wilson had a pretty good game. Like, he showed you a lot of like what he did at BYU.
That is just one game,
platform throws. Remember that, like, on the should we watch the game? He had that one really amazing throw. I forget which it was, but
And I'm not disagreeing with anything you just said, buddy. But think about it. That's just one game. Because you can be great one game and you can do shit. So I think that game can prove that. Oh, I could play in the league. That means I could play in the league. But if he does it consistently, that means he's really a good quarterback. He's just trying to put his foot in the door. I won the starting spot and I had to back it up. Zach Wilson's at that stage is like, can I win a football game in the NFL? And you were the second draft pick in the whole entire 2021 NFL draft, I believe, right, Sam? Right, Alex?
He was the second overall pick. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the second overall pick.
You're the second overall pick, going to like the most history football. Alex, I'll get you in a second, big dog. You have the most loyalist fan base besides the Seahawks and the Cowboys or the Jets. Here's the thing about Jets fans. We are impatient when it comes to football. We haven't won a Super Bowl since '69. Hell, my sperm wasn't even alive then, and my mom. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true.
Analogy.
That's a great analogy.
You could have said when Stephen A. Smith had a hairline. Like, could have just said something like that.
Michael, I swear I'm gonna have to suspend you for an episode one day. I'm telling you, but it's gonna happen.
You're not going to suspend me. I make this show. It's just, but all joking aside, Zach Wilson has to get to my point. Zach Wilson won a game that proves that he can play in the league. You know what I mean? You can have a great game, but you can also be a quarterback that can play in the league or that can tank. They had high hopes for what's this one quarterback, Johnny Mendoza, the one that did the throw, the circle, there's like the running in circles throw pass.
Mm-hmm.
They had high hopes for him. What happened? 2 or 3 years he was in the league. When they did terrible, had to go to the CFL league. That's how bad he was.
Here's the thing,
but
though.
I won Zach Wilson.
If that hold up, Adam. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Alex was really being patient, so I felt bad. All right, hey, Boogie, say what you got to say, buzzing.
Oh, I don't know if you know, the Jets have a game at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it's the London game, right?
That's the London game.
I believe it's against Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta.
Oh, they're losing. They're losing.
Actually, I think that's a game that they could win. Atlanta's not a great team.
Atlanta's not a great team, but
who's being the away team.
The Jets are worse, but I would be shocked if the Jets were able to steal that one.
Wait, I disagree. If we can't win a game in our own country, what things do you think we can win a game in a different country? Come on now. We suck bad in this country so bad. What things do you think we can win a game in another country, Adam? In another continent, in another form away from the planet. That's how bad
we did win a game this past week.
One game.
One game. Adam, I'm a Jet fan, and I'm saying this. Adam.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't win a game. If we can't win a game in the U.S., what makes you think we can win a game in Great Britain? That's not possible for us. We barely got to play American football. Imagine we try to be in the England league. That's how bad we suck.
What's it called? I'm just gonna add something though, real quick about Zach Wilson that you brought up. One thing I will mention is this is one game, but I feel like this is a positive for Jets fans at least because you got to remember, not even 2 weeks ago, when I first joined the show, I was talking about Zach Wilson and how he has these high expectations, and he was god awful in that game. He was a second round draft pick, and he was god awful. He got outplayed by someone who had no rights outplaying him. Now at least we see he's growing, and we see what he can do right now. We see what happens if his potential gets better and better and better. So right now, that's I'm a Ravens fan, so I don't really care about the Jets, but just looking at this from a logical perspective, the best thing the Jets can do is tank. I'm serious. If they tank and they pair Zach Wilson up with a good running back or a good wide receiver, a top prospect in one of those two areas, they're going to be fine for the future. Honestly, they're going to be fine because Zach Wilson, I can see becoming a really good quarterback. Not this mega star type quarterback, but a solid star to maybe even superstar in the future.
Sam, I see what you're saying, but the one thing you do risk when you say tank is that you do kind of risk messing up Zach Wilson's development. If you're just playing to lose games, then you risk messing up Zach Wilson's development. Now, I understand if you're a Jets fan, you're rooting for him to lose, but it's rooting for them to lose so that way you can get a higher pick. But at the same time, you also want to see Zach Wilson grow and develop. That's the big thing for the Jets this season. Sam, you've heard me say this over and over again, and the Jets cannot make the same mistake with Zach Wilson that they made with Sam Darnold. They cannot do that.
Adam, here's the difference, though. The Jets with what was his name again?
Adam Gase.
Whoever.
The worst head coach in the history of football.
That's what I'm saying. They had a really bad head coach, and they had a pretty good team, but again, they had a pretty good team with one of the worst coaches. That's going to mean a low record no matter what. The Jets with Zach Wilson could try to win every single game, and they will still lose. It's not like with the other Jets where it's they have to try to actually tank in order to they have to try to actually lose and not play up to their potential. The Jets can play as hard as they want, and they'll still tank. Like, Zach Wilson's going to be fine because, like, he's going to be playing his heart out, and he's still going to lose. So you're still going to raise his potential, raise his, like, you know, how good he is, his skill level, and then you add someone on. They have the chance to at least, like, make some type of noise for at least a playoff appearance if they make the right picks and the right moves.
Except for next season is where we're really gonna start. Like, we're just need to make sure. I gotta stay if you're just gonna take it this season. If by this time next year, Jets fans are saying tank the season, we're gonna have problems.
If by this time Jets fans are saying tank the season, I'm just saying, why are you a Jets fan? Like, you have Atlanta, you have the Ravens, you have the Chiefs, you have the Giants. You literally have another team, like, right next to you. Like, it's not like it's only the Jets and I'm a New Yorker, so, like, I need to be You have the Giants. The Giants. I just want to make sure they're New York, right? That says New York, not New Jersey.
Yep, they're New York, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure because people will say, like, oh, well, the New York Giants, they play in East Rutherford and that's in New Jersey. I'm like, are they considered New York? Well, yeah, they're the New York Giants. All right, so that's a New York team. Just switch to the Giants. Trust me, you'll be happy as a Giants fan. And don't worry, Giants fans. Actually, that's a lie. Giants fans are just as cocky as Cowboy fans, just that we don't complain nearly as much. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, it's like by this time next year, if they're saying tank, I would give up on the Jets. I seriously would. Until they get their act together, I would give up on the Jets.
No idea when.
By like next year, if this is the same thing, I'm giving up on the Jets. Like, all hope. Like, they need to, like,
I said before, if they mess up Zach Wilson, then that's it.
Yeah,
no quarterback's ever going to want to come to the Jets again.
No quarterback, no player's going to want to come to the Jets again.
I gave up on life on the Jets. I gave up on the Jets. That's how bad it is. My two favorite teams are the Cowboys and the Jets, and I love them both equally. My room used to be painted. My room back in the day was painted half and half blue and green and yellow and purple for the Lakers, Cowboys, and Jets. Took out the green shit because just looking at the Jets made me pitiful.
Mm-hmm.
But all joking aside, I think to add on what the homie Sam just said, I believe that Zach Wilson has the potential to be a great quarterback. He has the potential. He has the tools. He has the bag. But let's see if they can put it together. Sam Darnold, who I thought was the biggest bust as a quarterback, as a Jet fan, went to the Panthers. He turned that son of a bitch and flipped that shit upside down.
Mm-hmm.
What? And he made them what? 3-1?
Yeah.
So Sam Darnold, who I'm going to tell people is going to be comeback player of the year, in my opinion. If not, he's probably a finalist if they keep playing great.
Yeah.
And I want somebody to deny it, or like I want to hear their reason if they don't have Sam Darnold as comeback player of the year. And I'm gonna tell you this on paper: if the Cowboys keep winning and Dak Prescott keeps playing great, Prescott 2022 MVP for the regular season.
No.
If he plays great and he's winning and then he keeps throwing 300, Sam, let's be realistic. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm being as a football fan. I think only 3 players are going to have is going to be between Brady, Mahomes, 4 Jackson, and Prescott.
You said 3. You said 3 players. And you named 4.
No, I said I named 4 players.
No, yeah, what's it called? I get what you mean by Dak Prescott, and he's having an amazing season. I'm not going to deny that. Prescott's having an amazing season. But I think Lamar Jackson, and I'm not saying this because, I'm a Ravens fan. Like, again, I'm a Ravens fan.
Bias.
But I feel like Lamar Jackson, I feel like he'll have a better chance of winning it just because, one, and I'm just being real with you, more people would rather a Ravens player or like any other team other than a Cowboys player get it just because of the Cowboy fans. Now, you're different, and I appreciate that. The Cowboy fans, you know how they get. They're very distasteful. I'll say that word. They're very distasteful usually. And second of all,
distasteful is accurate.
Yeah. And second of all, and more importantly though, for the longest time, people have been saying, like, when is Lamar Jackson going to make that jump? Like, we know he's that type of dude, but when he's going to make the MVP jump? Now he's at that MVP jump. So they're going to try to give it to him because they've been trying to get the narrative of Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes for now the past like 2 or 3 seasons. And it hasn't happened because Lamar Jackson's been like a star, borderline superstar level, but he never made that super jump. Now that he's made that super jump. I got to
agree with you as well. Do you think about Dak joining that superstar conversation with Mahomes and Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, you think he has to win the MVP award or at least get the Cowboys out the second round for him to get that, in that conversation?
I think, sorry, my air conditioning turned on, so I didn't hear fully, but I understand what you're saying. I feel like the Cowboys, they need to make it past one of the better teams. Because what usually happens is the Cowboys, they get this really good record, and then the playoffs come around, and I'm sorry, they wet the bed.
We do. Because I remember we had the best record in football in 2017 when we drafted Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
And Dak. We had the best record in the whole NFC, in the whole playoffs. We were the first seed. We were the first seed that year. Because I remember I kept rubbing it in Alex's face every day. And I remember that was the year we lost to the Packers at home.
Yeah.
I was so heartbroken. So heartbroken.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
we got to get over the hurdle. That's the Cowboys.
Because here's the thing: if you lose in the second round, that's already bad. Like you can't be in the MVP conversation if you lose in the second round. If you lose in the first round, I don't want to hear anymore of he should be an MVP. Like, if you're an MVP type caliber player, you should be able to push, your teams far. Patrick
Absolutely,
Mahomes,
but however, it's different for each sport though. It could be. I just want to add that as well, because in football you could have I can remember who was this one player. Wasn't Lamar Jackson out the first round this year?
No, yeah, he was, and I was saying it was inexcusable that he was out in the first round.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I just wanted to clear that up.
Oh no!
I was just saying what you were saying. I was just at the end of the day, we all as fans and athletes, former athletes, and probably Adam's case, water boy. The point is, okay, Alex and Adams as water boys, because that's what they did was the water boys. Me and Sam are actual athletes.
That's rough, buddy.
So
it's a lie. What Michael Cunningham saying is not true, guys.
Alex is
right. Michael Cunningham doesn't know jack shit.
Adam, you're right. Adam wasn't the water boy. He was the towel boy.
Oh yeah, my mistake. For all the people that went to Banyan High School,
you traitor.
So all the people that went to Banyan High School, did Adam, you only played because I graduated. That's the only reason why you played. And the coach was desperate.
Oh wait, Adam, you were on the basketball team?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, we need to make that a segment, one episode, please.
Oh, okay.
We need to make that.
Allow me. They were so bad that they needed Adam. They needed like roster, so they put Adam on the team.
Bullshit.
He never
I
played.
made the team from day one.
Adam, you never played when I played. You got cut 3 times.
I stunk at basketball. Back then, I'll admit I stunk at basketball.
Adam, you were
garbage. Adam, I just like how you're about to say, like, oh, back then I sucked, but now I'm pretty good. And yet, if I went to your house right now and played you in a 1-on-1, I would score 81 points. You would score 3.
Oh, shit. Damn, Adam, I'll beat you piss drunk with a hangover in the morning.
Guys,
I'll beat you
12-0. My feelings. My feelings are hurt.
First of all, the only person that may beat me on here is Marcellus. The rest of you, I got no shot.
Excuse me, sir.
Sam would beat you.
I versed D1 athletes and I win.
No. Okay. Sam, you have a better chance of a pig flying out your ass than you beat me in 1-on-1.
Again, we need to do that. We need to do like that.
We're gonna sell this once for all.
We really.
We need to set up that. We need to set up that.
Anyway, so
Adam, you're the booker, bitch. Get it popping.
All right, I'll book it. But guys, we spent a lot of time. We forgot to mention the other New York team in town that actually got a win. The New York Giants.
We're not talking about the terrible G-men. They suck.
Yeah.
Michael, who's the script writer? Who's the editor of this podcast?
My mom.
Who pays your bills? Who pays the bills here? Who decides everything? Who can get you fired?
My mom. My dad.
Oh, Adam, you don't understand. You just said who pays your bills. I was like, wait.
Adam, you pay my bills, Adam? Adam, you're my sugar daddy?
Like, really? When's that payday?
This is a non-profit podcast.
Adam,
sorry,
I always knew you were gay.
What? You're a dick for that.
Oh, that was totally worth it. That was totally. I'm dead. Are you crying?
All right.
He's like, God damn it, Mike.
Right.
Adam, I think you may need to suspend me for an episode.
Michael, you might have just earned yourself a suspension. After the recording, I'll have to think about it. But the Giants, Adam, I mean, Daniel Jones played well. For the third straight game, Daniel Jones played well. You could make the argument that this was Daniel Jones's like best game as a Giant. I mean, he threw for 400 yards. I mean, like, I believe and he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. So Daniel Jones, like, had a really great game. If you watch the game, like, everything that Giants fans like were hoping Daniel Jones could be, all the upside that Daniel Jones showed his rookie year, he showed exactly that. He had great touch ball. He was mobile, and he was taking his teams downfield, and he was able to, even without Sterling Shepard, without Darius Slay, he was still able to, carry the Giants to a win. And that's why I said before, that's what franchise quarterbacks do. Even when everything's not perfect around them or they have deficiencies around them, franchise quarterbacks are able to consistently make up for that. And that's exactly what Daniel Jones did. And then I said it before, I said it during the game. Yes, and this is Jason Garrett, if you're listening to this, see what happens when you throw the ball downfield? Like Jason Garrett, you guys said, I think, killing the guy, like, basically, like, all season long. And then the first half, I'm thinking, oh, it's the same old boring, bland, vanilla offense. And then in the second half, like, there was some creativity that, like, I liked a lot of play calling in the second half. And Giants ultimately, like, won in overtime. And obviously, it's a positive takeaway. I'm happy to see Giants win. But, guys, it also makes it just more frustrating because you saw both those past 2 games that they were close and they could have won. If they just won both those games, Giants would be 3-1 right now. Think about how easily this team could have been 3-1. It's just very. I mean, I'm happy that they won, but at the same time, I'm also very frustrated. Go ahead, Sam.
I just have a question now. Because you said you mentioned Jason Garrett, and before we were all kind of like saying like how he should be fired because he keeps doing like these messed up plays, and like he keeps like basically like ruining the Giants in a sense.
It's not like he's quite messed up plays. He's just boring. It's just very bland.
Yeah. Would you say after this game that there's improvement to Jason Garrett and that Jason Garrett has a chance to be a
whoa. Hold that player. So hold up. Jason Garrett, I think he's a better coach for the Cowboys than he is for the Giants. I'm sorry. It's just
I'll say right now, I'm still sour on Jason Garrett, but in the second half of that game, like he took a step into restoring my confidence in him. Now we'll have to see what happens. Now, for all we know, like going up against the Cowboys, like Jason Garrett could like completely revert back to his old ways. I'll be calling for his head again, so that easily could happen. But who knows? We'll have to see how it plays out, because that's the one thing like we need to know for this season is that is Daniel Jones going to be the Giants franchise quarterback? Do the Giants need to know if they have their quarterback in Daniel Jones by the end of this year? Because unlike Zach Wilson, where this is his own rookie year, this is Daniel Jones' third year. Like he's gonna be they're gonna have to give him a contract like really, really soon. Really
that's
soon.
If he accepts too, because you gotta remember there's gonna be better teams that are gonna offer him really big contracts.
Exactly. So they need to know whether or not they want to lock this guy up long term. So they need to know what they have in Daniel Jones. And I'm guessing as far as Daniel Jones go, like so far so good. Even the games where the Giants lost, Daniel Jones is not the problem in those games. He played
he's very good. Trust me. Teams are gonna be like he's getting his bag this offseason. If he continues to play like this, he's gonna get a big bag. Trust me.
Sam, I hope you're right.
But again, you got to remember the Giants. They're gonna have to pick up some sort of pieces or something like that. They're gonna have to do something because.
Okay, let me say something as well. I got something to say for you guys.
Go ahead, really quickly, Michael.
I think the worst trade ever was getting rid of OBJ for your wide receiver. That was the dumbest move you guys ever did.
It wasn't necessarily
it was not a good move.
The one move that I really did, the only prize I thought they got back way too little. And
my best friend who happens to be Jabril Peppers.
Let me explain my problem with the OBJ trade. It was the fact that they signed him and then traded him. And then they took on all that deadline. That was solid. If they were going to trade OBJ, they should have done it like in 2018 when they could have got, I believe, what was it? I believe a team like was offering what 2 first-round picks for OBJ at that point. They should have taken that deal and ran with it. Instead, they signed him to an extension and then they traded him. Like, if they were going to trade OBJ, they should have done it before they signed him to that extension. That was the big mistake they made. I'm sorry, guys.
Shout out to my boy, Jabril Peppers, who's a great friend of mine, who plays for New York Giants.
Oh, did you see Jabril Peppers in the overtime kickoff?
Yeah, who happens to be a very good friend of mine, Jabril. I love you, brother. You've been my friend since we were yay at the grasshoppers. I believe, my friend, that I love you, but you should not be on the Giants. If I were you, you should have said no to that trade. Hear me out. I think the Giants should offer you a little bit more money because Jabril Peppers is a natural all-around athlete. He could be a wide receiver. I've seen this kid play since he was 14 years old. He was a running back, a wide receiver, and he's a cornerback. He could play any fucking position on the field. Honestly, for the Giants, make him as your wide receiver. You would thank me. If I was the Giants, you would be thanking me if you put him as a wide receiver. To Jason Garrett, who does the offensive line,
the Giants are not making Jabril Peppers a wide receiver. Stop.
That'd be a good move. That would be a good move.
Stop it. Stop. They're not making a defensive player.
He can play any fucking position.
Stop it.
I've seen him play.
You sound crazy.
Adam, suck a dick. Adam, suck a dick, first of all.
A defensive player
actually a fucking wide receiver. You actually watch him play at fucking Michigan, which you have no fucking brains because you were dropped at the age of 2. But it's okay. It's okay, Adam. You're low key. It's okay.
Do a wide receiver. Name me one player in the history of the NFL has done that.
Adam, your mama, please.
Mickey Mouse, please calm down.
Do you like my Mickey Mouse voice?
I know it's disturbing. I didn't want to say it, but
I only bring this up for special occasions.
No, it sounds like a pedophile voice. I'm sorry. I just want to take a kid to Disneyland. Let's go to Disneyland. Yay! Nah, you got the wrong dude. Back up.
Yeah,
just so you know, that's a definite clip.
That is a definite clip. That's a definite clip.
Adam, this will be on the blooper episode. We have like bloopers. This will be on the blooper episode.
Yo, guys, so our previous episode, which like that previous episode, that's gonna have like 3 clips at least.
Yeah,
that was the best episode we ever did.
That episode is probably, in my opinion, like my favorite episode so far.
Yeah, because it was really funny. Like we just kept. It was really funny what we were doing about. It was just us roast. It was like half of us were roasting the Yankees, and then half of us were actually trying to give them good advice.
that was just like hell.
All right, before we get to Mike's hot take, there was one other big story from NFL Week 4. You guys guess what it is?
Tom Brady.
Urban Meyer?
We'll get to Urban Meyer in the second half of the show. Trust me, Michael. But yeah, Tom Brady returning to New England.
Oh, hold up. Let me get the tea. I'm getting the tea ready.
What?
He's getting
you got some tea on deck. Let's do it, boys.
All right.
Sorry, I've been hanging out with my friend Patrick, who's gay all the time. Who's actually gay. Damn it, Patrick. Fuck you. All right, Adam, let's do the show.
I think he may want to. I think he may want that.
Yo, Sam, you sugar muffin. You ragamuffin.
Adam, before you move on, I think we really just need to do one episode. It would be really funny. Instead of saying curse words, we have to think of like insults. Like roast insults that make no sense, but it's just like,
Sam, that's perfect.
For our next episode, we're going to be, instead of doing sports, we're just going to be doing insults. Whoever cries loses.
Like, we're just going to be like, you
right.
Bald slut monkey. You slut monkeys.
But yeah, Tom Brady returning to Foxborough. I mean, what else can you say? I mean,
Tom Brady's the fucking GOAT. I'm sorry.
He got a standing ovation as he should.
People booed him when he touched the ball. People booed him.
People booed him on the field, but when he came out, like initially, like he got a standing ovation. Which is
here's the thing about New England.
I think Patriots fans could have handled it better. Yes, they gave him the standing ovation right return, saying thank you for the memories. But once the game was on, like he's the enemy now, so
no. But they should have handled that.
He won you guys
better.
6 championships. 6 championships. He's the main reason. If I were you, I would have sucked his dick when he came into the arena and played for you guys. Like, fuck out of here. Why are you booing him? That's like Chicago Bulls bullying Michael Jordan every time he gets the damn basketball.
No, actually, I was about to say before you go, Alex. I was actually about to say that, like, think of it like this: Derrick Rose, every time he goes to the Chicago Bulls arena, every time he goes to Chicago, do you hear any boos to him?
Hell no. Maybe towards Joakim Noah, but
No, yeah, because like everyone praises him there. Everyone. Like whenever Derrick Rose touches the ball, it doesn't matter what team he's on. They will always just clap for him. They will always say, like, we love Derrick Rose. That's what it should have been like with Brady. Like, Derrick Rose did that. He didn't win a championship with the Bulls. Yeah, he won an MVP, but he didn't win a championship. Tom Brady won 6 championships. I'm pretty sure it was 6.
6,
yeah. 6. He won 6 championships with your franchise. He's considered one of the best, if not the best. In my opinion, he is the best football player that has ever lived. And you're booing him? I don't care what pride you have or anything like that. That's like, it's like, imagine if LeBron went to the Cavaliers, like Cleveland now, and they just boo LeBron. Is that ever going to happen?
Yes.
I mean, after he won the championship.
Here's the thing, though, Sam. Like, I would completely agree with what you're saying if they didn't cheer him initially. Because they got the cheer, like I believe when he first came out to the field, they gave him a standing ovation. The only time they heard some boos was when the game was going on, because at that point, Patriot fans want to see their team win.
Here's the thing, though.
I get that, but
I get what 100 agree with Sam. If you're going to boo him, you should have booed him when he got onto the field. That's what he's trying to say.
If that should have booed him from the jump. If that happened, I would be killing them because I'm like if you want to boo him, you should have booed him from the jump. Don't be like, if you're gonna boo somebody, you boo them when they get on the field. Like, for example, it's not like you boo him because they hate him. They're just
that's just petty. I don't
because
give a
he's
damn
plays for the other team.
This motherfucker won you 6 championships. I don't care. I'll be offering driving his kids to school. I'll be offering to give him the key to the city. Hell, give him like a day named after him in New England. Build a fucking statue for this guy. Like, goddamn.
Statue, I'll agree.
Statue.
Give him like a holiday named after him in New England. Even though I hate Brady, he didn't deserve to be booed by any of the fans during the game time. LeBron, when he went back to Cleveland, like the second time, when he played for LA, the first game he played with Cleveland after the second return, they didn't boo him anytime they touched the ball. But however, when he was with the Miami Heat,
they booed him.
They booed the shit out of him when he got on the court.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the difference between that and the LA one. I'm sorry, Alex. I know you have your hand raised, but I'm gonna get to you. The reason why I get why they booed him at first, like when he initially returned with Miami, is because he basically, like, I wouldn't say betrayed them, but like, what did he do in Cleveland? I get it. He had a terrible team in Cleveland, and Cleveland wasn't doing anything for him. But like, he didn't win a championship. And then what made it worse was, instead of saying like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go to Miami. Sorry guys, I'm leaving you. I'm going to Miami," he made this big giant show about it, saying, "I'm going to Miami.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach."
Yeah, like you don't say that. The second time, he won Cleveland's first ever championship.
In over 50 years.
Yeah, in over 50 years for any sport in general, in the first championship in franchise history. And he did that against a 73-9 team. If you booed him after that,
you're fucking assholes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with Brady. It's like, I don't care. You don't have to like cheer for him every time he touches the ball. But you don't boo. You definitely don't boo. You just stay neutral. Anyway, so Alex,
sit on your hands.
All right, Sam. I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Alex, go quick. Alex, go quickly. Then we'll go get the next hot take.
Okay. I just wanted to mention Brady's stats last game. He was 22 of 43 for 269 yards with no touchdowns. And Brady broke Drew Brees' NFL career passing yardage record in between.
I love what Alex. This is why I fucking love you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
here's the thing. I think Brady wanted to break the record in a place where he's home, that he called home for many years. You know what I mean? That's why I think he wanted to do it in New England. That's where he wanted to break the record at. You're not going to tell me he didn't want to break it coming back to New England after playing there for many years and didn't want to break Drew Brees' record in New England. You tell me I'm crazy. I dare you to say something different. It was symbolic for him to do that, break the record there. Adam, but you know what timing is, Adam?
Yep. All right. We gotta move on to what pun am I gonna use this time? The segment of the show that is. Oh man, I gotta think of something here. I got one. Where did you go on vacation again, Michael?
Aruba.
The segment of the show that is
run by Fat Joe's
pools
brother.
And beaches in Aruga. Mike's hot take. Michael Cunningham, take it away.
Boys, we're gonna live. Here's the thing. You know, I was at home today. I got a 2-part take. And so I'm gonna talk about the upset between Kentucky and Florida. First of all, Florida was the upset. Florida was the team. If you would have told me Kentucky had a good football program, I'll be like, motherfucker, you lying. The numbers don't lie, boys. The numbers don't lie. Kentucky, who hasn't beat Florida since 1988. Sam, if you're telling me one of the biggest SEC power schools for basketball can have a good football program, what were you? Because think about it, the SEC is known for football, but there's only 2 schools known for basketball in the whole SEC: Florida and Kentucky.
Yeah,
and maybe Baylor, but Baylor got lucky. But Adam, if you would have asked me who's the greatest football program division in college football, what division are you saying?
SEC.
Alex, for college basketball, what is the greatest division in college basketball? What people say in general?
You mean conference?
What is the biggest conference? Division, conference, the same thing. Who do you go with, the ACC or the Big East?
The Big East.
Or ACC, Alex. You know where I'm going. Point is, the SEC is not really known for basketball, but their football program for Kentucky really surprised me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kentucky, who hasn't been good in football since before we were even born. When Sam was a little fetus, Adam was a little fetus, I was a little fetus, and Alex was a little fetus. And Marcellus and Chris were all little fetuses in our dad's sperm. So, hey, Dad.
What's with your sperm today?
Sorry.
Yeah, what is it doing sperm today, Michael?
I'm joking. Okay, all joking aside, I believe that I was thinking to my head, part 2 of my hot take. This is about college basketball. That the ACC and the Big East are way better than the SEC and Pac-12 in college basketball, in my opinion. And the greatest college coach, in my opinion, that people they'll be sleeping on, is the coach from UCLA, that famous coach, the John Wooden. He's the one, and Don Haskins are probably, in my opinion, the 2 greatest college coaches in NCAA basketball history that are underappreciated, that people don't give them no credit.
Okay, yeah, that I agree with.
Because here's the thing. Let me explain. Don Haskins, who led 7 African-American players in the NCAA tournament game in 1966 against Kentucky, who had Pat Riley, who was the NCAA Player of the Year, and Lou Denfrey. I'm trying to think. What was that? Shit. And I believe that Arthur Rowe is one of the most racist coaches in NBA and college history. Is probably the racist coach in college history. But however, boys, Texas, in my opinion, the 1995-1966 Texas Miners was the greatest college team assembled in college history. I think they're better than the Fab Five, and I love the Fab Five. They're better than Jordan's in Carolina. They're better than the 2006-2007 Florida Gators. They were a problem. That team was a problem. They brought style and hip hop at an early age with R&B and hip hop at an early era. That's the end of my hot take. That's why I say Don Haskins. He said keep that eagle to the door. Enough said.
All right, guys. It's voting time. You know what?
All right. I'll start off if you want.
All right, you start. Go ahead.
All right. So for your first part 1, I definitely agree with, because Kentucky, it's like Kentucky has a solid football program, but like they're not the best. Usually, if you're going to Kentucky, you're going there for basketball. And Florida, it's like kind of like the opposite. Like Florida, for me at least, it's like, you can go there for basketball. They're really good at basketball. But Florida, for me, it's like more like a football school, kind of. So, but I'm agreeing.
It's a hit or miss with them.
Yeah. Second part, I definitely agree with, because at first when you said like, oh, those are the 2 best college coaches, I was like, you're forgetting someone important. It was the college coach that did the US A team. But then you said underappreciated. I went like, no, yeah, definitely they're underappreciated, because both of them are still like 2 of the greatest coaches in college basketball history, in my opinion. But no one really talks about them. Like literally, no one talks about them. I haven't heard sports hosts talk about them at all. And they're 2 like the one that you mentioned. Yeah, they're 2 like Hall of Famers easily. So saying how like the Basketball Hall of Fame is, those are 2 easy Basketball Hall of Famers. So I'm gonna pass this to Alex. What do you vote?
All right. So Sam, you're approving, right?
Approving.
Okay. Go ahead, Alex.
I definitely approve.
All right. I was gonna vote deny, but
why are you rather vote for deny?
I have no idea why. I guess it's just bored. I guess I was just
bored.
Not a big college basketball guy, so I guess they just bored me. So, but
go fuck yourself, Adam.
Just to make like happy, I'll change it. I'll approve it because
Adam, go fuck yourself.
It was approved anyway. So, like,
who thinks Adam should go fuck himself? Raise your hand.
What?
Who thinks Adam should go fuck himself? Raise your hand. The eyes have it.
I fucking hate all 3 of you. You are all traitors.
No, you betrayed me. You try to outvote it, bitch.
Mike. What's it called? You got to remember something though. Me and Alex and you, we are the basketball guys. Like we know basketball very well.
Okay.
Adam, when it comes to basketball, it's
you're
like he's just like,
when it comes to that Nets jersey, take that off. You're sacrilegious. Take it off.
No, it's gonna be really funny during the Nets season when he's like bragging how his team's winning so much. I get to say, "Oh yeah, you're literally a bandwagon that doesn't know any other team."
My God, Sam, do you know how long I've been rooting for the Nets?
No, I know. I'm
Adam,
still gonna call you a bandwagon.
Adam, I never seen you wear a Jason Kidd jersey a day in my life.
You've seen me wear a Darren Williams jersey.
That don't count.
You're right. It doesn't count.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you had the Nets when they were bad. When they had Stephon Marbury, Kenyon Martin, Jason Williams, who broke both.
All right. I gotcha. Name 5 players out of 2016-2017 Brooklyn Nets.
Well, let's see.
Wait. What? Which team?
2016-2017 Brooklyn Nets.
2016-2017 Brooklyn Nets.
I think Mason.
Brook Lopez.
Brook
Mason
Lopez.
Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, Mason Plumlee was on the team then.
He was.
He was not on the roster. He was
on the roster.
Yeah, he was on the roster. He got traded in 2017 to the Denver Nuggets.
He was on the. See, you're not even a real Nets fan. Even I can name 2.
I could have sworn Mason Plumlee was not on the roster.
Did you forget the block that he had with Miami? Oh no, not Miami.
It was 2016, 2017, not 2013, not
No. My bad. I was thinking 2014. My bad.
Hold on, let me look at the. Hold up. Let me just see if he's on.
Let's see. There was Brook Lopez.
He was on the Portland Trailblazers and Denver Nuggets in 2016, 2017. So
yeah. So there's Brook Lopez.
I'm surprised you can still count.
There's Brook Lopez. There was Spencer Dinwiddie there?
He was there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Spencer
he was
Dinwiddie.
there. Let's see. D'Lo just got traded recently.
Quincy AC.
D'Lo wasn't on that team.
No,
Quincy AC.
Quincy
AC, yeah.
He said we Dinwiddie, Brooke Lopez.
So you guys are at 3. You guys are at 3.
Was Joe Johnson on the team still, or did he?
Wasn't. He got traded.
Yeah, he got traded then. All right.
Linsanity.
Oh yeah, that's when he.
Yeah, Jeremy Lin, yeah.
Yeah, that's when he got his quad injury.
Alan Anderson.
Anthony Bennett.
So there you
Anthony
got 5.
Bennett.
Oh yeah, and Money Joe
now.
Harris.
I'm pretty sure Joe Harris is on that team too.
Was Karis LeVert on that team?
Yeah, Karis LeVert was also on that team.
Right.
Isaiah Wyatt was also on that team. Sean Kilpatrick.
If you can name the 2003-2004 NBA starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers, I'll be impressed. Go.
Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. Those are the only 2 I know.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it with my eyes closed. Kobe,
okay, do it.
Shaq, Malone, Peyton. It would be the Georgia Rick Fox. There you go. Woo.
Yeah, that was correct, actually. All right.
All right.
Give me any starting lineup in basketball history. I'm getting it right from 80s, 90s to 2000s. Go.
Okay, but Celtics 2005, 2006.
Okay. They had Ray Allen. Not Ray Allen.
Nope.
Pierce.
Okay, good.
Sebastian Telfair. Or they had Sebastian Telfair, or they had Kenny Addison. Antoine Walker was on the team yet. They had Eric Williams, Tony Butsy, and I'm trying to think who the small forward was. I got 4 out of 5, so that's pretty good.
That's pretty good, especially for a team that's like as obscure as them. That's pretty good, actually.
All right, guys, we gotta move on because Michael and Sam here clearly have no respect for the clock, so we gotta move on to
what clock? This isn't practice. We're talking about practice. Guess practice.
What? Alex said he wanted to keep this episode like under an hour and 40 minutes. Guess what, Alex? I'm sorry, this is gonna be another long episode. Sorry, my boy, but guess what, guys? You know who's in some pretty hot water?
Kyrie Irving?
Him, that's one. We'll get to him in a minute.
And Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer. Those are the guess what, guys? They are our 2 turkeys of the week. So who you guys want to start with?
Start with Urban Meyer just because I'm not sure about the Urban Meyer situation.
So basically, what Urban Meyer after the Jacksonville Jaguars got the Bengals beat the Jaguars on Thursday Night Football 24-21.
Still the Bagels, they shouldn't be winning against the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be winning against Jaguars.
But Urban Meyer, I believe, what was it? I forget what day it was, but he was at like I believe a club, and he was dancing with a woman. Like her woman was grinding her behind on Urban Meyer's you know what.
First, most surprised you know what grinding means. I'm proud of you.
Okay, can I start off
and
now?
long story short, as you can tell, like Urban Meyer's like it's a really hot is this really hot right now? Apparently, he and his wife got straightened things out, which I mean, okay, but the rest of his players, like apparently, like reports to go around that Urban Meyer has officially lost the Jaguars locker room, and I don't blame him. Like you're coaching, like what one of the worst. You're 0-4, and you're the leader of that team, and you're going out and like, and you get yourself involved in the situation. I mean, it's just a really, really tough look for Urban Meyer all around. Go ahead, Sam.
This reminds me a lot of the James Harden situation and the Lou Williams situation that happened, especially the Lou Williams situation when they had to be in the bubble.
Oh my God, yes.
Lemon Pepper Will. You know.
First of all, he went to Magic City, and I went to Magic City when I was in Atlanta, and I can confirm the leopard pepper wigs are good.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what's it called?
He wanted to see the titty too. I won't blame him.
I mean, he went to a strip club, I'm pretty sure.
That's what Magic
Anyways,
City is. It's known for the wings and the strippers. And they know for the leopard pepper wings.
So, yeah, it's like, if a player does it, I just have a question for all of you. When James Harden and Lou Williams went to the clubs, how did you feel about that? How did you feel?
My one issue with James Harden was, and this is my big issue with James Harden, is that it was during a pandemic and he wasn't wearing a mask.
Here's the thing.
That was my big issue with James Harden.
Hold up, I ain't done.
Lou Williams is during the pandemic too, right?
Yeah, Lou Williams.
All right, same thing with Lou Williams. That's my big issue.
Thing. I just want to know why the hell Lou Williams didn't bring me with him. Shit, we could have got all with the back to get some wings.
No, but what I'm saying is, if a player went to a club, you wouldn't think twice about it.
But we in a pandemic.
No, but I'm saying cancel the pandemic. Let's say like there's no pandemic. If a player just went to a club, would you, and it was like on video that they were at the club, would you be like, oh, that's normal? Or would you say like, oh, like they should be better?
That's normal. That's what they do on the daily.
I would say that's normal,
okay.
Yeah.
They do that on the daily. They hit the strip clubs. They go to the club.
Before this one incident, can any of you name one coach that went to a club that a player went to?
That coach went to, that player went to?
Eric Spoelstra and LeBron James, and they kept winning the Heat championship.
I'm not like championship times. Like I mean, like during the season.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
You know why? Because
coaches are fucking married and they got their own principles.
No. Exactly. You're supposed to have principles when you're a coach. You're supposed to be a professional when you're a coach. When you do bullshit like this, you lose like there's a reason why like coaches aren't supposed to do stupid shit like this. It's because you lose the respect of the players and you create just conflict in the team in general. It's already bad enough you went to the club when your team's 0-4. That's already bad enough. There's video of you. Basically, your wife is grinding down on your dick.
It was his wife, by the way.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. You have a video of your wife grinding down on your dick. How stupid can you be to let that happen?
First of all, man, I think he was doing that in college, when he was coaching college teams back.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It's like, if he was doing it with college teams, that was bad, but at least maybe he was winning. If he was winning, like, let's say this. If the Jaguars were 4-0 and he was doing that, I'm like, all right, bet,
like,
get laid, man.
It would be as big of a story.
Yeah. The Jaguars are 0-4, and he's acting like he doesn't care. If the coach doesn't care, do you think the players are going to care?
No.
If I was a player in that team, I would be like, shit, you grinding down, bet I'm going to get Nicki Minaj or someone like that, and I'm just going to dog them down before a game. I'm going to be tired as fuck. But hey, you don't give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. Like, he needs to be professional. If you're a coach, you need to be professional. Like, you're literally getting paid to be professional. Coaches are paid to be, like, basically, this is what a coach is to me. A coach in, like, any type of setting is like a teacher, and then the players are the students.
Exactly.
If you see your teacher at a strip club, you're probably gonna be like, all right, well, if they're at the strip club,
if I see my teacher at a strip club, I'll be happy.
Okay. But like, yeah, you're gonna like be like, but then you're also like gonna lose respect for them.
If I see my teachers at a strip club, I'll be like, I see you pimping, I see you.
You'll be the type of person that's like, so you're getting on the pole, right?
I'll throw ones at that teacher shit. I'll throw ones.
Yeah. But anyway, like, to my point, it's like, if you're a coach, you can't do this. It's unacceptable. Like, if I was the Jaguar management, I'm not even lying. I would fire him right now. Right now, I'd fire him. They're 0-4, and he's not caring. It would be one thing if it's like, oh, he's 0-4, and he's drilling his team. Like, all right, good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're 0-4, and you let a video leak that you're getting a lap dance, basically.
He's in a strip club or something?
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, let me explain. Hold on. Let me rap to you cats for a sec. He want to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? He want to have a good time in the strip club. You know, he's like, you know what? My team already sucks already, you know. Let me spend at least a couple grand. Yeah, his wife he is a Christian man, which is the funny part. Everybody that knows Urban Meyer is probably but he wasn't Christian that night. So I think get your game on the podcast, crew. I think we should hit up a strip club. Who's in?
I'm out. I don't want to be involved in any of this.
I think we have to take that part out because I'm underage still.
Sam, there's an 18 up strip club in Jersey City.
Actually?
Yeah.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I thought all of them were like Alex, 21 and over.
Only if Alex was laughing and paying attention.
But yeah, Alex, do you have any thoughts on this Urban Meyer situation?
Not really. It's like very immature of him, and I think that he should definitely get fined of doing it.
I don't think he should get fined. I think he should just be fired.
I mean, like,
you're 0-4.
I don't think they're gonna fire him
like,
right now. But if Urban Meyer if the Jaguars don't turn around like this, like, which I don't think they will, would I be surprised if he's candidate at the end of the year? No, I would not be surprised at all.
Especially Tony Khan and his father, Mr. Khan. I know his. By the way, the Khan.
Plus, and also, you know who I really feel bad for in this situation? Who's the one person I really feel bad for?
His wife?
His wife, one, and number two, Trevor Lawrence. Imagine how this is going to affect his development. Because Trevor Lawrence, like he has like been struggling this whole year. Now he had a good game like on Thursday football, 17 for 24, or he had a pretty good game, but like he still has struggled this season. Now, if his coach is out there like doing that stuff, he's probably thinking like I'm a rookie, you know. Like this is something that like could affect like his could affect himself. Now, not nice to say it will affect his development. I still think Trevor Lawrence is gonna one day become a really, really good quarterback in this league, but still, not now. Like it's just not good to put like a young kid in a situation like that, no matter how talented they are.
Adam, remember how in the beginning of this episode, when we were talking about how Zach Wilson compared to the other Jets quarterback?
Yeah.
Remember how we were saying like, oh, Zach Wilson, and I was saying, oh, Zach Wilson's fine because like they can play their hardest and they're still gonna lose?
Yeah.
That's not the same thing with the Jaguars. This is like the other quarterback that was the bust.
Okay.
This is one of those situations where it's like your team's actually not too bad. Like, yeah, they're bad, but they shouldn't be like 0-4 right now. They shouldn't be. But your coach is terrible. So that's why I'm saying they need to fire him. Because this is going to be the same thing that happened with the Jets if they allow this to go any further. And the last thing you want is for your quarterback that has the potential to be a superstar to be, you know, like in that situation of like becoming a bust.
Yeah, I mean, you really hit on it, Sam. So Urban Meyer, if you're listening to this, you received a Game On Turkey of the Week award. Congratulations. But guys, we have another Turkey of the Week award to give out. You want to guess who?
Kyrie Irving.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna. I'm letting you guys know. I'm not even gonna discuss this because if I start, I'm not gonna finish until 6 a.m. So I recommend you guys just take this one.
I mean,
Chris, I love you, bro. I mean, Sam, I love you, brother. But if I miss game day, if we're up till 6 a.m., I'm killing you.
okay,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be speaking. That's just.
But Agent Wojciechowski and Brian Hernross released this piece on ESPN that the Brooklyn Nets are currently unclear on Kyrie Irving's decision to get vaccinated, and they don't know whether or not they're going to accommodate him as a part-time player this season. So, as you all know, if Irving does to get vaccinated, he will miss all of the team's home games this season. So, as of right now, Kyrie Irving is a vaccinated for whatever stupid reason. And honestly, guys, I've defended Kyrie Irving in the past a few times. I thought that some of the criticism, I thought some of the criticisms against him were bad, but I thought some of the criticism against him were unfair. I can't defend this one. I have no idea what kind of game Kyrie Irving is trying to play here, because he's playing a very dangerous, stupid game. What he's doing right now is obviously he's against this vaccine mandate. I mean, can we all just get that out of the way right now? He's obviously has a problem with this vaccine mandate, so he's now taking a stand against them. I have no problem with you taking a stand against something if it wasn't it's what we discussed last time, Sam. We're trying to get the word that this vaccine is safe and effective, and it's great. And the worst part about it is that he is putting his own team aim success at risk. He's hurting his own team by taking this stance. And that, in my opinion, is just unacceptable. From Kyrie, it's just unacceptable. That's all I'm going to say. I really hope that someone else can get through it. Because if I'm Kevin Durant, if I'm James Harden right now, Sam, you would agree, I'd be heated right now. I would
definitely be heated, and that's why it's I'm saying I don't want to speak a lot this segment just because this is not one of the. This is not.
You got 5 minutes. Go. 5 minutes uninterrupted.
So first of all, Mr. Irving, I'm not even going to call you by your first name because you've lost that privilege, Mr. Irving.
Oh shit! Shit just got real.
How stupid are you actually? I need to know. It was funny at first when you said the earth was flat. I'm sorry. It really was funny. But now the stupid shit you're saying is getting so ridiculous. I'm not sure if you're being for real or if you're just trying to pull my dick or something. I need to know what type of shrooms are you on right now? Because apparently you live in the good life. You're getting paid. You're getting paid max dollars. Shit, you're getting paid $100 million. I would love to get paid $100 million playing a sport that I love. And all you have to do is get one simple shot and take 1 day of being sick. And that's it. The vaccine's not going to kill you. It's not going to make your dick smaller. You don't need to worry. And you're jeopardizing your team's success. Listen, I will say this and I will always say this. You are the most skillful athlete we've ever seen in basketball. You're the most skillful player we've ever seen in basketball. We may never see another skillful player like you, up to your level. But a move like this, it just shows me you were the most unprofessional, untrustworthy, worst teammate, worst captain I've ever seen. And this is why your teams failed. This is why LeBron needed to carry you to a championship. Because it's just stuff like this where I'm just looking at you and I'm you are a fucking top 50, you're a top 15 fucking player. And this boils me. This is what I'm saying. You have the chance to be the best point guard in this league. You actually have a chance. But because you are so stubborn, so unprofessional, you just it boils my blood just talking about him at this point, because it's come to a point where it's ridiculous. I mean, and Katie, I feel so bad for you. Like, you are the best player in the world. You are the most unselfish player in this world. You are literally, like, you are amazing, KD. You deserve a better teammate.
I loved everything what you said. Well, you did
let
just say
Michael.
KD.
Let him finish.
He said KD's the most unselfish player in the world. That motherfucker is seriously selfish. The hell y'all smoking?
Not in terms of like his players. I mean, like, in terms of on the court. Like, he's maybe unselfish is not the right word. He's one of the more passive players on a team, and he wanted to be passive. That's why he chose Kyrie and James Harden. He didn't want to have the ball most of the time. He wants to be one of those players like he was in the Warriors, where he can just catch and shoot and play around in an actual offense. So, but yeah, it's like, Kyrie, man, just grow a pair. Grow a fucking pair already.
I could have said better. Like, just grow a pair and get the shot already. I mean, really, whatever stance you take at this point, like, is it really worth losing millions of dollars and losing a chance to, like, playing on a championship team?
Yeah.
Is it really worth it now? Is it really worth it to Kyrie? I mean, now the kind of good news is that they announced today that Kyrie will be able to practice at the Nets facility. Like, he will be able to practice there. So, I mean,
whoop-de-doo, fucking practice. Wow. He gets to practice? Holy shit. Because
before, like, he would be able to practice at, like, the team's home facility due to the COVID mandate, but they changed the rules of it, so now he will be able to practice, but he still won't be able to play in home games. So, if you're the Nets, like, you cannot, like, if Irving's really gonna dig into the stance, then you have to, like, at least consider trading him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trading him has to be, like, on the table. If he's gonna miss, like, half the season and not be able to play in playoff games, like, we have to consider dealing this guy before he gets out of hand. Like,
no, what I find really funny right now is, remember when people were saying, like, Kyrie Irving for Ben Simmons is blasphemy?
Now it doesn't seem so blasphemous.
That shit looking better and better right now, because at least you got defense.
And here's the thing. I think that thing would be blasphemy if Kyrie Irving, like, wasn't a maniac. I think that trade would be blasphemous if Kyrie Irving wasn't a maniac. But unfortunately, in the timeline we have, Kyrie Irving is a maniac.
Like Kyrie, he's really one of the most selfish players in this league right now, because he's just dragging his team down.
I mean,
and that's sad.
It's like, when the Nets first signed him, I thought to myself, I didn't see. I don't want to become this bad. I didn't see Kyrie being as much checks. I'm thinking, you know what? He's being paired over with KD. He's no longer be the alpha male, and he's going back. Like, he grew up in Nets fan. He grew up in New Jersey, so he's going to play for the team he rooted for. So I figured, he wouldn't, risk, that he would really try to, like, bring a championship home to us, like, the team he grew up rooting for. But obviously, like, that's not at the top of Kyrie. Obviously, like, that's not a big of a priority to Kyrie as I thought it was. And as a Nets fan, like, I'm really disappointed.
No, and that's what makes it worse, in my opinion. It's like, you're on your dream team. You're making hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars. You're one of the most skillful, if not the most skillful player that's ever touched a basketball.
One of the most fun to watch too.
Yeah. You're literally box office. You have millions upon millions of fans. Like, people look up to you, like you're idols to people. And all you're showing is how selfish you are, how unwilling to your teammate you are, how untrustworthy you are, and how much of a lustful leader you truly are. And it showed. It showed when you were on the Cavaliers. It showed when you were on the Celtics. It showed when you were on the Nets when Katie was out. It's just, we need to accept at this point that, yeah, Kyrie is a superstar in terms of talent. In terms of talent, he is superstar. But in terms of like actual basketball minds, in terms of just minds in general, I wouldn't want to have him on my team. I'm a Pelicans fan. We have Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. And I'm saying I would rather have those two, and I would rather keep my point guard that is right now, which is Satoransky, than bring Kyrie Irving in. Because all he's going to do is make that culture 10 times more toxic. And I don't need that right now. The Nets don't need that right now. They're a championship contender.
He's taking his own trade value too. So, guys, it's time for our bets of the episode. So
I did a parlay last time, so my bet's not complete until
after Monday. I believe most of our bets from this past week aren't complete.
Hey, my bets won't be complete till Monday.
Yeah, my bet won't be complete till only Monday. 2 bets were complete, and guess what, guys? Both of them lost. Marcellus had the White Sox over the Astros on the spread, and Alex had the White Sox over the Astros on the money line in Game 1. Guess what? The White Sox lost. So both you guys take L's. But everyone else bets is inclusive. I obviously have the Panthers over the Eagles on the spread. Sam, you have the Panthers over the Eagles on a spread, and Ravens over Colts on the spread in the same game in a parlay.
Adam.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
At least I challenge myself, other than someone in here that does easy ass bets.
No, you ain't talking now.
Michael, Miss Alex, you can talk shit while you're not in last place.
Here's the thing,
Get
Alex.
out of last place first, then you can talk shit.
Alex, I took a parlay bet 2 weeks in a row. And I lost.
Mike, talk me when you're on the 10-game winning streak.
Talk to me when you're out in last place.
Yo, guys. Can you believe the balls on this kid right now? He's in last place, and he's trash-talking the guy that's in second place. And it's been our first place, a newest episode. Can you believe the sack of balls on this guy?
He has balls.
Mike. Plank, bitch.
I taught you well. I taught him well.
I was about to say, it's kind of sad that a newbie has a better record than you.
Oh, oh shit! Shot fired. All right, Adam, what's your bet of the week, bitch?
All right. Chris has the Bears over the Raiders.
I'll pick
Michael, you have the Cowboys over the Giants on the spread, and Patriots over Texans on my line at parlay. So you know what, Michael, you called me out last week. You called me out and said you want me to change my bet so that way I can go head to head with you.
If you have any balls,
you know what, Michael? I accept your challenge. I'm going to take the Giants against the Cowboys. I have them covering the 7 points on the spread. I'm taking I'm looking at the Giants. You know what? They're coming off a really. They're coming off a big win against the Saints, and Daniel Jones is really playing well. I think he'll continue to play well. I'm not necessarily saying the Giants are going to win this game, but you know what? I can see them making this. I can see them making this a close game. I think the Giants will cover the 7-point spread.
You know what, Adam? You ain't stupid as I thought you were.
So that's my bet. Also, we do have Chris's bet. Chris is taking the Rays over the Red Sox on the money line in Game 3. All right, who wants to go next? Alex, you want to go?
Sure. I'm gonna do a parlay.
Ooh, parlay time.
So I'm gonna take Buffalo money line and the Dodgers money line.
In game what? 2?
Game 2.
Okay. All right, I got it down. All right. Sam, go ahead.
I'm taking the Tampa Bay Rays in game 2.
All right. Money line, right?
Money line, and I'm going to do a parlay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a parlay with Alex's bet. Dodgers in game 2.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I want to switch that.
Yeah.
I want to go head-to-head with Alex. I'm going to choose the Giants in game 2.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Things are heating up on our bet segment. All right, Michael. We do not have Marcellus' bet, so you have to make a pick for Marcellus. Go ahead.
Cowboys versus Giants.
Okay.
Money line.
Gotcha.
I should have done that. That's an
if
easy
you want,
win.
if you want, you could change it right now.
Can I do a double parlay? Is that possible? Where I do 3 or no?
You could do it. You can.
Okay, I'm going to do a double parlay then and add the Giants and Cowboys.
And you're picking which? You're picking the Cowboys?
Cowboys, obviously. The Giants, they're
on the spread.
Money line.
Okay.
What up, Adam? I got one more bet that I got this week.
All right, Michael. Last up. Go ahead.
You know what?
Wait. For Marcellus, did you pick spread or money line?
Spread. Knowing him, he picked spread.
Okay, gotcha. All right, do your bet. Go ahead.
Give me a sec. You know what? I'm gonna do a college football bet. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, brother. Even though I cannot stand this football team, this is business. I can't. I'm going with the Ohio State Buckeyes over Maryland. The spread.
Okay.
Ooh.
My friend, Walter, who's a huge Ohio State fan, is not gonna be happy with you, Big Money Mike.
Fuck Ohio State. Fuck guys. Come on, Alex, just lead the chant. What's Ohio State's nickname we call them?
Fuck guys.
Guys.
Fuck
guys.
Fuck
guys.
All right, guys, that's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. I mean, I'm tired right now, guys. We've been working so many episodes lately. Oh yeah, there's a perfect way to end the episode. Michael, how was vacation?
Woo,
Go ahead, tell us.
Woo. Let's just say if this is going on the air, let's just say
this is going on the air.
Let's just say the Magnum wasn't the only thing that wasn't hitting last night.
Michael, I'm glad.
Okay, I think that's when we end the episode.
I'm joking. It was a great trip. I got some fun, had some beers, went out partying. Let's just say, I met some sexy women that got me out of my breakup. So all the viewers, thank you for being more supportive over my breakup. We appreciate you. I appreciate the pain I went through, and you guys had my back. Me and my fiance, we just broke up, but I'm over it. So, I got my health, I got my friends, I got my family, I got my strength. But however, ladies, I'm back like a Michael Jordan. I'm back like a Michael Jordan coming against the Indiana Pacers in 1995. Yeah,
Michael, it sucks to hear about your breakup, but you know what? but as you all know, like sometimes that happens in relationships. I understand like you were engaged with her, so I understand it must have been hurtful for you, but at the end of the day, life goes on. So we're happy to support you. We're happy to see that you getting yourself on the right track again. Ladies, just so you know, he's single now.
Damn right. All right, brothers.
All right, guys, that's it. This has been episode 47 of the Get Up Podcast. Yours truly, and we're signing Michael Cunningham, Alex Reach, and Sam Morrell. If you like what you heard, leave a like and follow and subscribe to the podcast. Also, if you want to join the conversation, drop a comment or a review, and I may feature it in a future episode. Remember, my friends, those human dreams are just fantasy. If you can imagine a world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay lit.
And we're out.